Hello, hello. Checking in with chapters 20 to 27 of Axiom's End by Lindsay Ellis. Well, things are going. It is them basically trapped in, not trapped, but held in this the bunker, basically the War Games bunker from Matthew Broderick's uh, um, early movie, which I quite like. So I can really visualize that with the giant doors. So and all that, super secure because they're worried that the aliens that are coming after the aliens are going to come and get them. And indeed, we have a series of blackouts, which have been the preferred method of basically the aliens going and neutralizing areas, which would incapacitate any aliens there, making them easy for pickup. Um, and yeah, they've gone to Guam. They've gone to the last Air Force base, so they're coming close. We have been learning more about the aliens, basically that yes, that Axiom, that Emperor Sam and the Fremen, Fremas are a group that are going to be ethnically cleansed. And we find out that the reason they're going to be ethnically cleansed is because they were the only group opposing the complete destruction of a transient race on a planet. This transient race was considered like they had a big population explosion, had spread it all over the planet, had consumed lots and lots of this planet's resources, not unlike human beings, and had been judged to be an existential threat against the Pequod super organism, which basically is race. And they had exterminated the entire planet, like everything, the entire planet, everything on the planet, all of it gone. And yes, and there's the implication that human beings knowing about these this file that has been, they opposed this, and there was a study done, and it was basically like, oh, they didn't put us ahead of the aliens in their assessments, thus they are a threat to us, so we're going to eliminate all of them, about 6 million beings of the race. They apparently have had other calls before, but never happened so quickly, or so basically quickly. I guess the other ones maybe just like you live out your lives, die, and there's just no more of you as we're doing stuff. This one is like, no, we're just chopping off this branch, bang. And now that they're they're on this planet with human beings, there's a good implication that they would then judge it that, yeah, you guys are, human beings are also a threat, and they would just sterilize the entire planet Earth. So everybody's really fucked. And George W. Bush is exposed by Cora's father as having lied. Basically, they put the pressure on for him to testify. He testifies, and then Niles, asshole that he is, then immediately releases some tape from earlier showing that the president knew about the alien contact well before, like 2002. There was a telephone conversation, him actually talking about it. So he ends up having to resign. And it's like, well, they finally got him for the tax. Someone's, I think it makes the impression it's like, oh, you know, they finally got him for taxes versus all the other shit he had done, but they got him. And oh boy, what does that mean? That means that Cheney has been sworn in to be acting president for the rest of the term, which is, you know, hilarious. You know, basically, Cheney definitely seen as one of the more powerful vice presidents in American history, and possibly the one who really actually was the guiding force for much of the policy. One theory. So that's happened, which is probably maybe more fucked over. He's fucked over his family, Cora, and her family, who's all still in custody, and so that can be screwed up there. She's developing really a relationship with Ampersam, and you kind of have to wonder, is Ampersam manipulating her, treating her like, as she says, a pet? They are developing kind of a physical intimacy, an emotional dependency on Cora's part. It's like weirdly kind of relationship-y or pet mastery. It's kind of got an uncomfortable vibe to it that way. I'm just like, what's going on with you, Cora and Ampersam? So it's like, it feels kind of odd. She's very vulnerable, and he's being reassuring. He asks, like, how should I comfort you, kind of thing, in this robot Stephen Hawking's voice, and she instructs him on how to, like, stroke her back and stuff like that. It's just like, okay, that's kind of weird. They go on, he takes her out of the place because he's got super alien technology, and they have kind of a heart to heart. But yeah, they also have revealed, boy, human beings are fucked. Boy, human beings are fucked. And basically basically the whole thing of the Pequod superorganisms' whole ideology is that we're at the top of the food chain, and that basically no one other than us can get higher intelligence, and human beings are the first, like, completely not a part of their branch, because all the transient races and all that are branches of their own race. But this is the first one where it's like completely separate from them, has shown, like, pretty clearly, okay, they're intelligent, that. So it's like, it completely challenges their ideology. It completely threatens them. Basically, it's a big, complete threat to them in a way. So you don't think that's going to go well. They do actually make a good, they make the usual thing of, like, look, you're people who are European ancestry who've come to North America, and you basically imposed, when you came here, you didn't understand how the peoples who were here were. You imposed your own ideology, moralities, laws, religion, all of that stuff, and squashed anything that you disapproved of. You can think about, like, potlatch here in this particular place that I'm sitting. It was something that was they attempted to squash. So it's like, it's not going to go well, even if they didn't just basically see you as a complete existential thing and exterminate the whole planet. So we've got all that going for us. So yeah, it's an interesting book. It's definitely very much set up. It's very much relationshipy between her and Ampersam in a kind of an uncomfortable way. Definitely uncomfortable, which I'm enjoying, because it's like weird. Weird. Yeah, is how I have it right now for how I feel about it. All right, I will leave it there. That's those chapters that I mentioned at the beginning of Axioms and by Lindsay Ellis. More videos later.